We decided to go on vacation and we chose New York City. This time we did not bring the kids because, hey, we weren't really sure how it was going to be, so we were laughing through the pain. You were never once so bad. Cut the cord that kept us connected. We are super hungry, so we are going to the Clinton Street Baking Company. We watched videos on YouTube, and I think it's gonna be pretty good, especially if the food looks anything like the pictures that we've seen. So, come on. What can we say? New York looked just like the movies. It was beautiful, but at the same time, very expensive to travel, so I definitely recommend learning how to either use one of the bikes or use the subway. But if you walk, you will not be disappointed because, hey, the streets look amazing. There's a lot of things to see. This place had us waiting for an hour and 45 minutes, but hey, who cares when the food is this good? We looked this place up on YouTube before we came and ordered exactly what we saw. And it was amazing. Really amazing. Afterwards, we had to walk off some of that weight we just put on. So we ended up just, taking a stroll of maybe 20 blocks or something like that. And we lost a lot of weight just walking, really. We ended up going to the Museum of Illusions, and this was just a little small museum that had a lot of interesting things in it. We really just were acting like college kids, playing around again, having fun. We never really get to do this because, we're always telling the kids to stop playing or stay close, whatever. But this time we were just free, so, we took the opportunity to its fullest and had a good time. The subway. Do not Uber. Do not Uber. It will take all of your money. Trust me. So, of course, like anybody else who visits, we decided we were going to go and check out the Brooklyn Bridge to take some of those cringy photos. I don't care. Look, I would rather have the photos than leave and regret not having the photos. It was beautiful too. We went early in the morning. We walked on one bridge. I don't know what the name of it was, but it gave us a view of like the entire downtown, and it was just amazing. I might be corny, but I want to find that Brooklyn Bridge spot where everybody be taking those pictures. I want one of those too. Ooh, look at that, Jack. I mean, everything was just so grand. Like, here's Grand Central Station, which is much smaller in person than it looks in the movies, but whatever, still iconic. We made a bet that we would try our best not to eat food that we recognize. So we were really just dropping in wherever we were at the time we got hungry and just eating. And at no point were we disappointed at all. Love you too, boo.
She's gonna miss you.
Oh, we miss you, baby. Yeah. This was definitely one of my favorite parts of the trip, getting to go to a Yankees game, because, the Yankees are an iconic team, and definitely this was an experience that we could not pass up on. We even bought some jerseys while we were in China. And, we did, even though we didn't know the people on the back of our jerseys, we, we still had a good time. we took a trip down to Times Square, and it was super loud. There's a lot going on down there. It looks just like it does on TV. This is one moment where I was super happy we did not have the kids with us because we saw a lot. I don't want to talk about all the bad stuff, but I will say there was a moment where we came across some strippers who were naked. The food was amazing. I think this place was called Vinny's Barbecue. Super good. We got some brisket. Look at her face. Yep. She thinks about it. She thinks about it. Salad. I am still in school and my wife is in school, so we did have moments where we had to do some homework, but short moments. They were over quick. Here's another place that we went to go eat. I don't know what it was called. I'm sorry we don't have any names. It is what it is. You know, we were just so caught up on how good food was that we didn't even... It's bad. It's bad. There's no excuse. This is a Western omelet, but it had some potatoes at the bottom. My wife got... I don't know what my wife had, actually. Good morning. Today we are going to the American Museum of Natural History. And of course, we're taking the train because it's way too expensive to Uber here. We were going to get on the subway, but it seemed like there was a malfunction, a fire or something. It was weird. So we just called Uber. This was one of the only moments where I was really sad that the kids weren't with us because they would have loved this. This museum is a museum on steroids. I mean, it's like 4 or 5 floors, something like that, of just pure entertainment. If you are a history person or you are a science person, you will fall in love with this place. And we rushed through the whole thing because we knew we weren't going to be coming back anytime soon to see this place. But you could definitely spend like a week in here just exploring the different areas for sure. We spent together in our prime. We were birds of a feather, different kind. We were laughing through the pain. You were never once so vague. Cut the cord that kept us connected. We knew that we were going to get some pizza while we were here. We didn't know where, but we talked to some of the hotel workers and they gave us some recommendations and we landed up on this place. We also looked up the Waverly restaurant on YouTube, and we wanted to make sure we definitely went to the most famous diner in America. We are eating at the famous Waverly Diner. Let's see what they're talking about. After being in China for 3 years, of course we're going to check out Chinatown. We wanted to see how it, mirrored what we saw in China. And to be honest, it was actually very similar. The only differences is that New York is much smaller than Shenzhen was, but same population size. Going straight. Go ahead. Just like that, we are now in New Jersey. There's New York. Jet skis were cool. It was fun. It was a little dangerous, but it was very calming actually once we got to stop and just look at all the different sights and, just take in the air. All of the time we spent together in our prime, we were
Birds of a feather, different kind. We were laughing through the pain. You were never once so vague.
In the morning, we didn't want to sit in a restaurant again. We just wanted to kind of chill out downtown. So we got our breakfast to go and just chilled out. And one of the last places we went was this giant church. Again, I do not know the names of places, but this was huge. The biggest church I've ever seen. And on the inside, it was just pure gold. And we had to make sure we went to one last spot to get hot dogs. It was okay. And that was pretty much it. That was our trip. Had a good time. We'll see where we go to next.